Have you noticed that August feels a little different? July is full of excitement. There's Canada Day, summer holidays begin. Everybody seems to be doing something. But by the time August rolls around, people start to slow down a little. They squeeze in that last camping trip, a day at the beach, maybe a few days at a cottage before school gets back in session. And every year, the real estate market does the same thing. It doesn't stop. It's just sort of a little pause, not because people stop buying homes, but because life simply gets busy in their personal worlds. And that's why it's important to understand what's normal or in keeping with seasonality versus what could actually be a market changing direction. So let's take a quick look at what's happening across Fort Erie and the Niagara region this week. So what's the story this week? Honestly, the market felt fairly active. Inventory is still quite high, and we're seeing more new listings coming on the market than we are seeing in terms of sales. Across Niagara, we had 283 new listings this past week and 100 sales. So we're continuing to add more homes to the market than we're taking off the market. That's giving buyers more and more choice. And when buyers have more choice, they don't rush at what they're doing. Think about this. If you were walking into your favorite restaurant and there was only 1 or 2 items left on the menu, you would probably order pretty quickly, wouldn't you? But if there were 50 items on the menu, you're going to take a little more time. You might ask a few more questions of your waitress. You might just look at the menu a little longer. You might even say, I have to think about it while you sip on your drink. That's today's buyer. They're still buying. They're just not rushing because they don't have to. They have more options. Speaking of things that can help you make a better decision in real estate, if you haven't already subscribed to my monthly newsletter, I'd love to send it to you. Every month I share local market updates, buyer and seller tips and mortgage information, and simple explanations of the Niagara marketplace. It's also where I go a little deeper about what I talk about here on this channel. I'll leave a link below if you want to subscribe. And while you're there, don't forget to check out my video on my favorite walking spots in Fort Erie. It's the perfect time of year to get down and explore summer before it winds down. So here's what I'm paying attention right now. This time of year, I actually expect sales to be slow. It's normal. It's called seasonality, and that's what's happening. What I'm watching for is whether sales begin catching up to the number of new homes coming on the market. And right now, they're not quite doing that. Our 30-day sales numbers across Niagara moved from 512 last week to 497 this week. Average days on market also moved from 43 to 48. So homes are taking a little longer to sell. Again, that doesn't mean that the market is falling apart. It means buyers have more choices and they're taking their time on top of seasonality. As we get closer to Labor Day, we'll be watching to see whether more buyers return and start absorbing that inventory. That's really going to tell us what kind of fall market we're in for. And this brings me to something sellers really need to understand right now. We all love our homes. We've made memories there. We've spent money updating them. We've put our own personal touches on them, haven't we? So it's only natural that we think it might be worth a little more money, but buyers right now, they don't see our memories. In today's market, they are reading the market condition and the values based on the market. So when buyers have more homes to choose from, pricing becomes a little more important. As we move further into August, I don't expect dramatic change in terms of activity. I think we'll continue seeing normal seasonal slowdown up until Labor Day. The bigger question is what happens after Labor Day? Will buyers return in enough numbers to start reducing that inventory, or will we continue to see new listings come on faster than homes are selling? That's what I'll be watching for over the next few weeks, because that will give us a much better idea about fall market and what it's going to be like across Fort Erie and Niagara. And of course, I'll keep you posted every Wednesday. If you're thinking about buying or selling, or you're simply trying to understand what all of this means for your own home, I'd be happy to help you. Every market is local, every situation is different. If you found this update helpful, make sure that you subscribe here on YouTube so you don't miss next week's Niagara Market update. And if you like these market updates, local stats, and practical buyer and seller advice delivered right into your email, make sure that you subscribe to my newsletter. It's a great companion to these weekly updates. It gives you a little more of the story of what's happening here in Niagara. Thanks so much for watching.